Today we'd like to reflect on the manner of counting the days in Lent. We all know generally that Lent is made up of 40 days. 40 days and 40 nights, obviously. And in fact, the church states that it's 40 days and 40 nights because we're doing what Jesus did in the desert in Matthew chapter 4 when he fasted for 40 days and then 40 nights. This is also underlined in Luke chapter 4. Now, in trying to count the days, we would like to look at two official church documents. The first one is the Universal Norms on the Liturgical Year and the General Roman Calendar. This document was given in St. Peter's Basilica in the month of February in the year 1969 by Pope Paul VI. According to the number 28 of this document, the 40 days of Lent ran from Ash Wednesday up to but excluding the Mass of the Lord's Supper exclusive. Now, the document begins by saying 40 days of Lent. So the church presupposes that we are supposed to be journeying with Jesus in Lent for 40 days and 40 nights. But it goes on to say that it begins with Ash Wednesday and ends on Holy Thursday, but before the celebration of the Lord's Supper in the evening. Now, I did a little bit of homework. I counted the days from Ash Wednesday to Holy Thursday, including the Sundays, and I had 44 days. When I excluded the 6 Sundays, I had 38 days. So it looks like it is not really very specific as to the number of days, being 40. In fact, that brings me back to the biblical understanding of the number 40. Biblically, the number 40 stands for a long period of time. So, for example, the Jews were in the desert for 40 years as a punishment for their disobedience towards God. It's a long period of time. So maybe the church is looking at it from that perspective. But let's look at what the second document states. This document, known as Paschalis Solemnitatis, the preparation and celebration of the Easter feasts, which was given January 16, 1988, by the offices of the Congregation for Divine Worship, states, number 23, the first Sunday of Lent marks the beginning of the annual Lenten observance. That is very interesting. So the first document says it starts on Ash Wednesday. The second document, which comes later on, states that it starts on the first Sunday of Lent. It continues to say that the Lenten season lasts until the Thursday of Holy Week. So this document begins the count of the days from the first Sunday of Lent to the Thursday of Holy Week, which is Holy Thursday. Now, I went back and did my homework again, and I counted the number of days from the first Sunday of Lent to Holy Thursday, including the Sundays, and it was exactly 40 days. So we may have to stay with this particular document. It is interesting to note that this document, Paschalis Solemnitatis, given by the Congregation for the Divine Worship, states that all liturgical rules given in the liturgical books are to be followed unless they are contrary to what this particular document states. So we will take it that for the church, officially from this document, our Sunday of Lenten observance begins from the first Sunday of Lent, and therefore we have the 40 days, including the Sundays. Now there's this other view that has been proposed.